Alrighty, welcome back, Blazers Breakdown. So today it's about 10:18 p.m. So I still have my Twitter and ESPN open just in case any other late night trades or signings happen. But today marks the end of night one of NBA free agency. So I want to grade all of the signings and trades, give you my take and Bleacher Report's take here, and see how I did. My Portland Trailblazers didn't make any moves, which is not too shocking. Um, we did buy out DeAndre Ayton, which I am very excited about. Didn't think that he fit really with our team, so I'm excited about that. And as long as we can get off this Jeremy Grant contract, I'm a happy guy. But let's start off here. The Denver Nuggets obviously trade Michael Porter Jr. and a first round pick for Cam Johnson. I think this is just, I pretty much agree with Bleacher Report's grading here. It's an A plus for me for this Nuggets. I think Cameron Johnson's going to be great for them. And I would actually give it a B minus maybe for the Nets. I think Michael Porter Jr. is still a young, talented guy, but I really think that first round pick will be maybe an asset for this Nets team. If you look at the Nets depth chart, it's an interesting look. I don't really know where this team is going, but I'm still gonna give it a big A for the Nuggets, and I'll give it a B minus for the Nets. The next we have is Jaren Jackson Jr. getting a massive contract, 240 million over 5 years, as you can see there. I mean, nothing really much to say here. It's a B, B plus. I mean, great potential depoy, and I think he's just going to be a Memphis guy, obviously, for a long time. And I think this doesn't hurt you; it's just only helping this team grow. And I'll be excited to see what Memphis can do, in the future. Seeing if John Morant can stay on the court, and yeah, I think this is a great signing for Memphis. Next, we have Memphis Grizzlies signing Ty Jerome. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't give it an A plus. I mean, I think that's crazy. How much is Ty Jerome really going to help this Memphis team? I don't know. I think he'll be a great, backup guard. I don't think he's going to be averaging 13 points a game like he did, last year. But I think this is fine. I think this is a B for me. Jerome has a chance to be a good role piece. I think it would have been a better fit maybe on a more of a win now team for him. But he got back 3 years, 28 million. Good for Ty Jerome. But I'm gonna give this a B. Next, we have Atlanta Hawks acquiring Nickeil Alexander-Walker. This is an A plus. This is A plus plus. I think for 4 years, $62 million. I mean, I think he was one of the hotter guys in this free agency before we signed Drew Holiday, the Blazers, or traded for him. This is a guy I wanted the Blazers to get badly. As you see here, he averaged 9 points per game, shot 38% from deep. I mean, I think he's going to be great for this team. This is going to be awesome for the Hawks. The Hawks made some great moves, and I think he's going to help. Obviously, it says here he's going to be in rotation with Dyson Daniels, Zachary Ristichet. I think this is a great signing for them. A guy who can play defense, a guy who can shoot the three ball well, just all overall great guard, and I think he's going to be awesome for this team. I'll give this an A plus plus. This is my favorite signing of the day. In my opinion, this is a guy I really wanted the Blazers to get, so that's why I think I'm giving this an A plus plus. Next, we have Houston Rockets signing Dorian Finney-Smith. I'm going to give this an A. Let's see. They give it an A as well. 4 years, $53 million. The Rockets have Kevin Durant. They extended Jabari Smith Jr. They are making big-time moves. I think they also make another play, as we'll see down here. I think this is a great role player. I think if you're on a win-now team, as I think the Rockets are trying to build, this is who you go get. A guy who can shoot the ball, a guy who can handle it. He shot 41% from deep last year. So this is a guy who can be with VanVleet. He can pass the ball to Şengün. I think this is going to be a really great pickup for them. And so, yeah, I give that an A. Next up here, the Atlanta Hawks signed Luke Kennard. I give this maybe a B. 11 years or 11 million 1 year. Atlanta Hawks, they went out there and they were busy today. I think this is a guy who Luke Kennard has been around the league, and he always is just going to help you off your bench. He's going to be a great shooter. He's going to be a great perimeter defender, especially around Trae Young, who is not a great perimeter defender. I think this is a good pickup for the Atlanta Hawks, and there's another great move for them. Go to the Denver Nuggets signing Bruce Brown. I'm giving this an A plus. I think the Denver Nuggets already made a great trade earlier, and now to sign Bruce Brown, a guy who I think it just fits into this Nuggets culture. He's a defender. He's a good scorer. I think he's going to be great. I mean, everyone's great around Jokic, but I just think the Nuggets went out there and they really kind of retooled their team, but also just made them another win now team. I think this Nuggets is going to be a great team next year. It's a veteran minimum for 1 year, but I think this is a great pickup for this Nuggets team. Next up, here we have Brook Lopez. This was actually my biggest surprise. Brook Lopez signing to the Clippers. I'm gonna give this a C. I mean, they already have Zubac still there, so to get another guy like Brook Lopez, I guess it gives them a more of a stretch kind of big, a stretch look. But I don't really understand this. At 18 million, 2 years. He's 37 years old here, so Bleacher Report's giving this a B plus. I'm gonna give this a C because I just don't know if this was. I don't really know how they're gonna fit too well. Is Brook Lopez gonna come off the bench? And if he is, how much is that? He's getting up there in age. I don't know. I don't really see it as a great fit for them, but who knows? So I'm gonna give it a C. Next, Memphis re-signed Santi. Yeah, this is fine. I know they're high on him, and he was great last year. So I think this is a good signing. I'll give it an A. And yeah, I think they're just keeping their guy around, and they drafted him, so he's gonna be good. Next, Orlando Magic signed Tyus Jones, $7 million 1 year deal. Tyus Jones, Orlando Magic. I think he'll be a great backup guard over there. Yeah, I give it a B plus. I think he's gonna be. I think he'll have kind of a new life over there. I know with the Suns, it didn't really pan out so much, especially when they had Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, like all these Bradley Beal, right? He wasn't getting the ball as much, so I think he'll have kind of a new life. He'll have Washington native Paulo Banchero with him, so I think this is going to be great. Next up here, New York signed Jordan Clarkson. I've always been a fan of Jordan Clarkson. I think he is a guy who is going to take a lot of shots, but I think he's a great guy to come off the bench. I think the Knicks need a guy who can kind of explode off the bench for them, and that's what Jordan Clarkson can do. He's going to take a lot of shots, but I think this adds kind of a new dynamic to this kind of New York team, and so I'm going to give this one an A minus. I really like this deal for New York, and I like it for Jordan Clarkson. We don't know the contract yet, but we'll see what he gets there bag wise. All right, we're going to go down a little bit to the next one. B-Ball Paul gets signed to the Pistons. I like that. Good for B-Ball Paul. And is that all really the big ones that I need to talk about? Let's see what else happened. Down a little bit because I wanted to talk about this Luke Cornett signing. $41 million for 4 years to the Spurs. Spurs, what are you doing? You paid a guy who can't shoot the ball and won't shoot the ball from the three-point range, and paid him $41 million. You're paying him $10 million a year? Spurs, you have made some great plays this offseason. Some great draft picks, everything. And this is what you do? Sign Luke Cornett? That's a C minus D for me. I want you guys to leave in the comments your opinion. Who had the best signing today? But this one, I just thought was weird. It's a lot of money for a guy is he really worth $41 million? I don't know. Maybe he proves me wrong. He'll be with Wemby. So it's going to be interesting. Another one I want to talk about. Houston Rockets signed Clint Capella. Now, Bleacher Report is giving this a C minus. To me, I like this. I know it's an interesting grass to see how he plays, but Clint Capella is one of the best defensive centers, in the league still, I think. And, you are paying him $21.5 million for 3 years. I do think that's a little spendy for him. But, I get it. They have Şengün, they have Steven Adams, and I think you don't want Steven Adams no more. I think Clint Capella is just a perfect fit right in for Steven Adams. He's going to replace him, play better defense, not give you so much on the offensive side, but I think this is going to be good. Jabari Smith Jr. is going to have to take a step up, but I think Clint Capella is a great signing for this Houston Rockets team, actually. I'm going to give this one an A minus. I think this is a guy who's going to play hard defense and teach guys around him how to play hard defense. And I think this is another great signing from this Houston Rockets team. This Houston Rockets team, going into free agency looked like a, young, promising team. And now they're looking like someone who's going to make a shot at this next year. So shout out the Rockets. They're doing their thing. Okay, so we're going to end on that one. We kind of went over most of the bigger signings from day one of free agency. And I want your guys' thoughts. Who had the best signing today? Who had the worst signing today? And who do you still expect to make a splash in free agency? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.